Going on? It's Breaking Ground Radio. We in here. It's Thursday. 5 more days until that Christmas comes around. We're going to kick this thing off with the homegirl Asia Hyde and Jupiter. We know it's raining outside. Don't let that get you down, man. Y'all come kick it with us. Tiffany L, just do it. We in here. Another fantastic Thursday.
Fashion presentation.
This is how we rock. Come on, Asia.
I might get the bombing on these bitches. How I feel right now, my patience thin as ice and bitches slipping. Hey, I like fucking on popular little bitches. And you better stop that talking, cause I'm not one of you bitches. Talking turn you to a target. I might pop one of you bitches. All my niggas is some savages like Vikings with extensions. I don't like none of you bitches. Left or right, one of you bitches. Mark a bar. I'm on that New Jack City lights out for you bitches. Hey, Asia the bestest. I know why they stressing and counting they blessings, cause they got the message. No need to flex when these bitches are messing. They bars are the worst and my shit is impeccable, bitch. Who the fuck you think you messing with? No, I just can't let them play with me. You say that pussy is snack, but that pussy too spicy. That pussy must be a Jamaican dish. Oh, please do not play with me. I'm on that action, so don't make me make a scene. Kim's always held down when she was Colombiana. I was raised a monster, no Loch Ness, but the Glock next to me. Bitch, you could come get your issue. This one for my nigga Bobby Red and all of the niggas that miss him. When I pop up like a pimple, when aim at your temple and give you a dimple. No bitches is simple. You not fucking with me. You might send a shot, but I'm sending you missiles. These haters don't know what to do with them. Why the hell face and I got what I'm through with her. Bitches be talking but never sound stupider. I ain't the best, bitch. You higher than Jupiter. Bitches is higher than Jupiter. Higher. I ain't the best. Bitches is higher than.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Swan. Bizzo. Yeah. Welcome y'all to Something Smooth. Yeah.
I can't bring it more attention than it's worth, huh? This was a classic at its birth, huh? I guess this is where I leave the birthmark. Probably as soon as the verse start. Hi, my name is Bizzo, live inside instrumentals. Guys write riddles and I'm too big to be little. Ignorantly into, learn from every sender, even if the teacher's mental. Learn from the beginning, everything don't need a pencil. Spit it off the temple, I've been in and out of tempo ever since I was little. All the swag, a lot of rhythm. Been out of competition, but I'm full of all these hit tracks with a vengeance, especially when I'm venting like Serena off the pitch over the net. I'm trying to win it. Oh yeah, where the women got me poolside sitting, champagne sitting, ain't a thing, just living. Put your hands up, win it, ballin' like Ben Simmons. We been on the edge, got me thinking of a reason why they sleeping on the kid. Grind is all they said. Grind to get ahead. I ain't heard nobody like me, but they still ain't heard me yet.
Yeah, they still ain't heard me yet.
We been on the edge, got me thinking of a reason why they sleeping on the kid. Grind is all they said. Grind and get ahead. I ain't heard nobody like me, but they still ain't heard me yet. Yeah, they still ain't heard me yet. I'm working on some more installments, still ain't heard me yet. Still ain't heard that sun and shade, still ain't heard my best. Still ain't heard that snow and cold, still don't know the rest. Draft series getting old, still ain't heard of that. Many tapes in, but they still ain't heard me yet. I don't know what else is next, only counting on a check. When my baby mother left, knew my life was something reckless, had to pass a new test. Didn't study up against it, but I rise against the test. Thought I'd kill a man to death, but she still ain't heard me yet. I reacted some crazy ish. I interacted, encountered some craziness. Punchlines like I babysit, similarly ancient biz. I understand in life there's some things that's more important. Matters like our piece of the pie, we need a portion. I always thought my life was third person storyboarded. We in the game ballin', but I don't know what the score is. Young Columbus veteran, hip hop mixed with nouns and predicates. Always put that extra effort in. Yeah, they doubted, but the Lord forgave, and I bow to him. So I came to say I hope my mom and city proud of me. I treat everything in life like a big game of hide and seek. 10 seconds left, I'ma get it, the legend inside of me. Any stress I had left is me getting it out of me. Don't believe me, you ain't met with the person I'm about to be. Look, you took a couple steps, it don't look like I'm out of me. And you still ain't heard me yet, but ain't speaking out loud to me. This we been on the edge, got me thinking of a reason why they sleeping on the kid. Grind is all they said. Grind to get ahead. I ain't heard nobody like me, but they still ain't heard me yet.
Yeah, they still ain't heard me yet.
We been on the edge, got me thinking of a reason why they sleeping on the kid. Grind is all they said. Grind and get ahead. I ain't heard nobody like me, but they still ain't heard me yet.
Yeah, they still ain't heard me yet.
Thank you. they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. How you change now, ayy, getting rich now, ayy. How you change now, ayy, getting rich now, ayy. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. Got a team on my back, turn my skin to a jersey. You never seen the vision, you should watch out, be worried. Ultimatum is a wave, you should watch out, I'm surfing. You been trying to bite my style, you been lurking, I'm working. I got no slaves up on me a whip. I was on tour and I got me a grip. You was at home, you was taking that minute. I don't know why they get mad that I did it. I was on the side with a little bit of rock and I don't want to stop when I get in my zone. You was in the worst with the curse on the first one, a verse I rehearsed and they call my phone. I don't want to fall, I recall that you all want to ball when it comes to the money I own. I was on the road to you still trying to bite now right. Don't like copycats my clone. I am me, nobody else. Killing the verse, moving itself. Ice on my wrist, took on the melt. Say you was winning, I got the belt. All your friends bumming in, loving Nobi, it's true. We was homies, but you never play my album in school. Eating good, so this year I'll probably order for two. My satisfaction, no distraction, so I gave it to you. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. How you change now, ayy, getting rich now, ayy. How you change now, ayy, getting rich now, ayy. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up.
I've been making movies, I've been thugging this shit. I put no trust in the bitch. You just can't do what I did. I just ran up a check and I might do it again. I'm with two big bitches, I ain't know they was friends. Well, I'm real, you fake, that's obvious. For the bullshit, I got a low tolerance. You a dummy, little hoe, you can't hang with us. You don't want no smoke, you can't bang with us.
How you change now, ayy, getting rich now, ayy. How you change now, ayy, getting rich now, ayy. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. I've been booming out they speakers, get your bands up. Bands up. It's Nobi and Rico, so get your bands up. It's Nobi and Rico, so get your bands up. Get your bands up.
Breaking Ground Radio, we are in the spot. It is Thursday, just a few minutes before 6:30, man. We are here. Hopefully the rain and everything outside ain't keeping everybody too dreary. We know it's keeping everybody from driving well, but that's a problem. Rain or shine in this city, so it is all good. Of course, as always, I got my partners in crime. Just do it. Tiffany L in the building. Ladies, what's good?
What's up?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. So,
Merry
Merry Christmas. Shout out to Blatant. Had a fire ass show last Saturday, man. The last brew house of the year was definitely off the hook. Shout out Bardo. I'm actually gonna see him tonight. We'll get into that a little later on. But we here, man. Fantastic show. Just do it. Put this together for this one. Brought some of her, reached in her bag. Got some of her people and everything.
Some of my favorite people.
Some of your favorite people. So we.
Era's been on If You Ask Me 614, and she's very active. And Trayvon and I went to high school together. Wait, Trey Narco.
Yeah,
Get it right.
Trayvon, it's cool.
We went to high school together, and so I'm excited to interview them. Sarah knows how I get down.
Right.
I get deep.
Yeah,
I'm nosy.
We'll definitely get the chance to holler at everybody. Of course. Excuse me. I know for a fact there's been a lot of stuff popping off at the news, Tiff. So I'm sure you're gonna reach in your bag this week too, as far as what's been happening. Right.
I was telling stuff.
Did you get my Cardi B thing?
Like Cardi B's gonna be in the news for the rest of the year, whether we
I tagged you on Facebook. We were talking about it so intensely last week, and two of my favorite bloggers, Kevon Stage and his wife Melissa, they talked about it on their podcast. Oh, and they just got so good and deep into it. Their podcast is called The Love Hour.
No doubt.
And they've been married for like 14 years, been married very young. I think they were 20 or 21 when they got married. And they just talked about like their stance on should, Cardi take Offset back. And they just had some great points. And then I reposted it and I said some stuff and Melissa commented on it like, yes, girl. I was like,
Hey,
You so silly.
I'm for
there's
real. I'm number one fan.
there's definitely a lot of joints, man. There's that, of course. There's all kinds of political stuff going on. There's something that I actually thought interesting. I heard the other day was the whole, you know how we were talking about last week with the whole best R&B person or whatever.
Oh,
Well, now they have best group, and so Migos is saying they're the best and best in bone.
Right.
So
Which is fucking ridiculous.
it's not even. I don't even. Again, how do you fix your lips to say something like that?
Migos
But
is the best. Say what?
they're better
It'd
than
be
Bone
one thing
Thugs.
if they said
They're
that
better
they
group.
were the best current rap group.
Yeah.
That might be
Yeah.
a relevant
You're
argument to make.
Only had a hidden.
But to
Over a
say
decade.
that you're like the best of all time is
not
fucking
even-
ridiculous and disrespectful
That's-
because
yeah.
the
I think
only
it's
reason
just
you
tough
have
to
a
swallow
job
'cause,
or a
like,
role is
because
because
it's still in the moment, but
right.
Well, they had some.
they're very
Obviously,
successful.
they had something to say about it in them. So there was a poll who would win in a rap battle, Crazy Bone or who did they say? I think they said Quavo.
They
Yeah,
had to. 'Cause
I think they said Quavo. Yeah, right.
Like, he's nice too, though, but he's not as good as nobody. From
So yeah, well, I found that interesting. I said, now we're gonna see what the next couple of weeks is gonna be like in the last year, this year. Talking about everybody's better than one another. But so we got that and all kinds of other stuff as usual. We're gonna get into a little throwback joint real quick before we get into our guests and all that good tips talk. The homeboy Cassius Keys and Kel the Q, man. The song's called Write Us. You already know this is on the From the Ground Up from last year. Excuse me, the DJ Swamp Day mix, man. It's on Dat Piff. Make sure you go check that out. Shout out Cassius Keys and Kel the Q, man. They in here. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere.
Yeah. On God. Been wrong my whole life, motherfucker, time to write up. Been at war myself as motherfuckers trying to fight up. Now they see we the plug, everybody trying to bite up. We weren't supposed to make it, but we here gon' light up. Been wrong my whole life, motherfucker, time to write up. Been at war myself as motherfuckers trying to fight up. Now they see we the plug, everybody trying to bite up. We weren't supposed to make it, but we here gon' light up.
You know we on a non-stop bill pay couple, man, what a blessing. Trying to stay on top of this green hill like salad dressing, no more stressing. Blessings on blessings, no more stressing. Blessings on blessings, and I talk fast, burn slow, got cushion with a blow. Hold up. Too many switch sides, so I move solo. No more stressing. Blessings on blessings, no more stressing. Blessings on blessings, I'm a testament. Learn early, do not test intent. Windows roll down, big poke, I'll leave you and your man's hesitant. Loud, another died on the block. Was it a cop or a eye? Tell them get it on the job. All they hear is money talk. Man, I'm just trying to be the man. My mama said that I could. Started like an engine, a mechanic up in the hood. Fuck the Rico nigga, trying to get his boogie paid in full. Hey, Matador, trying to avoid the
Been wrong my whole life, motherfucker, time to write up. Been at war myself as motherfuckers trying to fight up. Now they see we the plug, everybody trying to bite up. We weren't supposed to make it, but we here gon' light up. Been wrong my whole life, motherfucker, time to write up. Been at war myself as motherfuckers trying to fight up. Now they see we the plug, everybody trying to bite up. We weren't supposed to make it, but we here gon' light up. Bitch said I wasn't shit, all because my ends low. Trying to figure out a way to turn the Merkle's wins low. Never was down to ride, Lord knows I can't trust it. Back and forth in the state in that old 98 bucket, cops lurking on them corners, nigga. And I ain't with it. Back when we got a kick from smoking Dutchess packed with 50. Bree will be high as kite as I focused all on my music. But that's a different story. Little bitch wasn't user, got a call from VA, said was good. I see more for you, nigga. Pack your bags, bring your music, got a tour for you, nigga. And we grindin'. Consistency was key, my nigga, all perfect timing. Got a kick from telling niggas that they city my island. That ain't want no problems. See young niggas mobbing, now little niggas thriving. From a city divided, bigger picture like it's crazy out here. And ain't no love for you, nigga, you gotta pay for that. Been wrong my whole life, motherfucker, time to write up. Been at war myself as motherfuckers trying to fight up. Now they see we the plug, everybody trying to bite up. We weren't supposed to make it, but we here gon' light up. Been wrong my whole life, motherfucker, time to write up. Been at war myself as motherfuckers trying to fight up. Now they see we the plug, everybody trying to fight up. We weren't supposed to make it, but we here gon' light up.
Yeah. Shout out Cassius Keys, Kel the Q, man. The song's called Write Us. Like I said, you can check that out on From the Ground Up mixtape. came out about a year ago now from your boy. It's on that Piff. A lot of dope songs on that project, including that one. And make sure you go follow those two. I know Cass Keys had a hell of a last quarter, doing a lot of stuff. New mixtape, and Kelly Q's been under new management, rocking him out as well. So, shouts out to both of them. So we in here, man. Breaking Ground Radio. What is this? How many Thursdays we got left? One more until next year. So the second to last Thursday. Yeah, we'll go ahead, Tim.
Oh, I was gonna say. Speaking of, did we make decisions about what we're doing about that? Or are we just gonna be in here on Thursday?
We need to talk. We definitely need to talk about that. Yes.
I didn't know if y'all wanted a day off, continue to roll around in your gifts and.
I'm not getting no gifts. So.
Eat more turkey.
God is good. I don't care if y'all want me to.
Yeah,
y'all want me to get the gas?
We'll definitely have to rock that out. But yeah, man. So right now we're gonna get into a little drama, little he said, she said, little whatever the media is gonna take us today. Brought to us by our homegirl Tiffany L. What's popping?
All right. I mean, to continue with the story we were just getting into, Migos versus Bone Thugs and Harmony. Basically, yeah, it was Offset who, started all the disrespect and called out Lazy Bone, basically. And Lazy basically was like, well, let's have a skills challenge. Basically, like, he thinks he's doper than Offset, and Offset said, how about we in fact have a bankroll challenge, like who's got the most money. So of course, Bone Thugs has been known for having some financial issues. They had their money a long time ago.
Yeah, that's old money.
That's old money. A lot of things have happened since then. Real life has
to
happened.
be your own boss, then go to
right.
They're like live.
The future of the smartphone is here. So be the first to start earning money with this revolutionary concept. Smartphone work from phone is an idea that until now we never thought of. It could have a drastic impact on the entire world. Go to www.weworkfromphone.com.
It's disrespectful, and that was basically Lazy Bone's point. He actually gave this pop saying, they're actually thought Migos were talented, but they haven't shown any respect towards those who paved the way for them. And he feels like, Bone Thugs did a lot. It's like the young guys versus the old guys, and they're not paying homage to the bricklayers, those who came before them. Whereas, Bone Thugs, they came from the struggle for real. Crazy Bone jumped in to say, mad respect, which I thought was cool to the Migos, but he says he rightfully doesn't even think it's necessarily their fault that they're so disrespectful. He said these new rising artist stars come from this instant microwave era where everything is expected to happen fast. When the content of today is good, it spreads fast. So the next thing you know, an artist is on tour earning money and fame, which is true, because you'll be quick to be like, Lil blah 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 is on tour. Like, who the hell is that? He had one good song, and I don't understand why he feels like he can go on a whole 15-city tour and make mad dough. But with social media being what it is, if you have a fan and a fan base and it's strong, you can sell out. Yeah. So that's basically what's happening. So he said, Crazy basically was like, this doesn't happen in pro basketball, pro football, because, kids go to college, the high school first, they go to college, they have to watch the old films of how the game was played and how it evolved and how it's played now. Whereas, just the other day, it was like Lil Yachty couldn't name a single Biggie or Tupac song, which is fucking ridiculous and disrespectful as shit. Lil Uzi Vert refused to rap over a DJ Premier beat like he wasn't hot shit, and Young Dolph was over here going at Pete Rock. So they are forgetting what real hip hop was and the passion that it took to be an artist. And basically, there's this epidemic of you just want to be, the flash and the fame. So I'm gonna go ahead and be a rapper. If all I got to do is, rhyme a few words together, mumble the rest, put a hot beat on it, and then there you go, I'm a hip hop star. And that's basically, unfortunately, what is happening to our music. So
yeah, it definitely goes to tell you what the millennials are doing. Millennials are disrespectful across the board, and so it doesn't matter if you're out here famous or you just a regular old Joe walking down the street. You don't respect your elders. don't respect people who have paved the way, and now it's just showing in the media. It's the same shit.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, like all it needed was a couple of to be worded a little bit differently. Like Migos definitely get to pump themselves up. They are doing very well.
Yeah,
they are, hot right now, and hey, maybe they'll be hot for the next few years, or maybe they won't. But regardless, they should say, yeah, we're the hottest rap group right now. And we appreciate ... and made a list of all the people that they thought were, absolutely. There's no reason for that. But,
Oh, well.
So that's going on.
Yeah. Shout out Bone Thugs and Harmony, my favorite group of all time.
Is it really?
Group?
Really?
Group?
That's what brought you to Ohio for real, huh?
No.
I'm gonna meet him.
Group.
I'm gonna just drive around Cleveland and see if I find them.
I still
Lazy probably be on the corner, chilling and shit.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna walk down that street right there.
So in regards to more disrespect to the culture in general, Alfonso Ribeiro is the second person to come out to claim that Fortnite has been stealing dances, and they apparently stole the Carlton dance and popped it on the thing and did not give him no shout outs or, nothing. So suit number 2. And this is right after we talked about this a couple weeks ago. 2 Milli came out and said they stole the Milli Rock dance. And so I guess they'll just be waiting on their checks.
What is Fortnite?
Fortnite just be waiting.
Right.
Is it a group?
It's a game. It's a game.
Oh.
It's a game. Y'all are funny. I don't know where y'all live, but y'all don't know what Fortnite is. Like you haven't heard the kids talking about it. Is like literally all the rage. No, it's definitely a game, but they have lots of dances as a part of, like, when they have accomplishments. Like they do missions, and like I can't really explain it.
Yeah, it's like a Call of Duty game, but it's so cartoony and so
animated. It's definitely for children.
It's a kid's
so like
Call of Duty, basically.
So instead of them doing like the horrible things on Call of Duty per se,
it's a game of survival.
Yes, it's like that, and then they get dances and they can unlock different like gear and different like.
I worked at a summer camp this summer, and every kid from New Albany to Thomasburg, they knew all of those dances. They weren't interested in anything I was talking about. They wanted to link with their friends and do Fortnite.
I incorporated it into my school year this year. like we practiced the dances to get them like to do exercise. That's one of the things that we do is Fortnite dances.
Did anybody
that
hit
Orange
the floss?
Injustice. What's that? Oh, the floss. Come on, we did that daily. The Orange Justice. And if y'all saw like Obama, Michelle, First Lady Michelle was doing it. That was the dance that she was doing with Santa Claus. Was the Orange Justice, which is off of Fortnite. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, my daughter does it. I don't never know the names. I don't ask too many questions. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Good job.
Yeah, my son is definitely into it too.
Well, now y'all know where it came from. Y'all funny.
I be trying to do it and I look stupid, so I stopped. But they definitely know I'm on. Wow. Yep. Man. So that's. I didn't even know he patented. Well, I guess
I have audio unit on my live. AU. Hey.
What's up, AU?
He said killing it. He said Sierra said hi.
I didn't know.
He said they're about to get super soon.
Patented like that.
I feel like it's called the Carlton dance. So.
Yeah.
Right. It must have been. So it must have been a dance that he improv'd and made up on the show.
Right.
And then,
quotation marks.
And then, and then they did patent it. I'm sure after that because it's been, in a lot of stuff. People always refer to it as the Carlton dance. There's no other name for it.
Famous forever too. So he had to have known to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't. He wasn't stupid in that.
Yeah, all his coins.
Right.
He wasn't new to that.
Not at all. Damn. All right. What else we got?
All right. Tons of trouble for Tekashi 6ix9ine. This nigga is literally a criminal for show.
He's in jail.
Yeah. Well, he's in jail, waiting for many more reasons to stay in jail. Like he's going to be there for. Is it sad? I don't know. He's a bad guy. So
I don't even know if he's a bad guy.
So listen, no, he's a bad guy, guys. Come on. I'm sorry. Is he talented? Sure, I guess.
I don't even know if he's talented.
Well, I was being kind because I thought perhaps y'all might be fans.
No.
All I'm saying is he's a thug for real. And in addition to his racketeering charges that he's waiting to find out about that, the feds are actually reviewing the Chief Keef shooting and think maybe that Tekashi was in fact involved in that because they have Tekashi 6ix9ine on video having a conversation with Tato, who I guess is Chief Keef's Chief Keef's cousin. And basically they had an argument on the video, and he then proceeds to be like, as he's like getting off the phone with him, like he's continuing like, where you at? I'll come there right now. Where you at? Right? Where you at? And then he's like, I got 30 packs on this nigga right now. I got 30 packs on him, which I guess means it's a hit for death. I don't know.
Maybe. I never heard
so
of it.
30 shots.
30
I'm not
guns,
exactly
30
sure what
bullets.
the 30 packs mean, but it obviously meant something like shooting and death. So, he'll be in jail for a while.
And I heard he was in general population.
Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, you don't put famous people in general population. I watch all the locked up MSNBCs, and they are automatically going to solitary. So that's crazy.
He might have requested it, like Gucci Mane requested to be in general population. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's a better.
Maybe they'll get enough. Maybe they feel like they'll be fine. So
yeah.
No,
I mean, a solitary sounds sad.
Yeah,
it's
solitary.
Right.
I would not want to be.
Like I'd rather be out with everybody else
get a
going
better
out and sharing.
Yeah, you're in your cell 23 hours out of the day in general population. It's crazy.
I would go crazy.
Not in general population, but in solitary.
Yeah, that sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah.
In general population too, it's like because you guys know I read autobiography of Gucci Mane.
Oh, okay.
And he was just saying like how it's better because you get a better experience. You're not alone. You don't really lose your mind.
Okay.
And forget as much. And you just get to have a better experience. It's more of a community.
Okay. Now that you put it that way, so I was like, oh my god.
New plugs and
yeah,
by yourself,
definitely get you some new friends for sure.
Right, so you're gonna be in there for life.
You're gonna be close with a couple of players too. So
real close.
You said too close. Wow.
So yep, keeping it right along with our rappers that are in jail. Sorry. Young Thug is reportedly accusing the Georgia police of basically failing to Mirandize him when they pulled him over for his drug arrest. So he wants the charges dismissed. Whether that's going to fly is, you know, I don't know.
Young Thug.
Yes.
Oh, he knows his rights.
Yes. Last year, I think it was September, they pulled him over for drug possession, and then they got him again in November with some dirty P. So now he is reportedly having to piss test once a week, and he has to enter a drug rehab program. Now, they didn't state what kind of drugs it was, but if it's weed, that's pretty fucking stupid. So we're gonna hope it's not. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
I feel bad. Like,
oh yeah, little mama out there.
I know we all ignorant. Our show.
Our show. Yeah, we're about to talk about new generation.
Right. No wonder why this fucked up.
Sorry. And wait, I had another really good. Oh, and Joel Santana sad face. I think this one's a bit much, but I don't know what the rule is, if there's like an automatic jail time with it. But basically he just got sentenced to 27 months. Basically he took a loaded gun and some oxycodone or whatever to the airport. Newark, New Jersey, and
you forgot you had it.
I don't know. It was pretty fucking stupid. How do you forget you have a loaded gun and some drugs
him running didn't seem like
in a travel bag? And then when they found it, he pieced out and then came back and later turned himself in. But 27 months sounds like a long time. Not to say that whatever, but I mean, but artists are known for having weapons to make sure that their things are safe.
That's how they
right, because people run up on them all the time to take their chains, their money, whatever they think they got on them. I'm not saying that that's cool, but
it's just whack because Joel Santana is kind of out of the light.
Right.
At his time, he's still a legend, but you don't think he just would need to carry around a strap at this point.
Now.
Yeah,
ladies,
right. That's why I'm like, it's so sad because you never really heard him of really being in trouble like that.
I love me some Joel.
Yeah, he's still beautiful. Well, that's sad for him. So hopefully they'll get that together. Little flashback, if y'all remember, this is really, really sad, but the girl Kanika Jenkins. I don't know if y'all remember this story of the young lady who had like this mysterious death that happened in the refrigerator of the hotel, whatever.
The conspiracy.
And, exactly. And they didn't know what had happened to her. Her friends took her up there. Supposedly they had drinks, and that was it. And then she was found dead in the freezer or whatever. Yeah, supposedly. But you can't, get locked in there. Right. So mom is suing for $50 million. So
suing the city?
The hotel.
50 million? Something with the hotel that I read before, and somebody was cool with Trump. Like the people, the owners of the hotel, the corporation people. Cool.
That's still unsolved, ain't it?
Huh. Yeah. I don't know how unsolved it is, but I mean, they have all those. I mean, they have those videos. They have their suspicious ass friends. Like somebody did some shit. It seemed like if you put it seems like if you put them in a room and tell them like we think you did it, like they do on that one show. What is that one show? Right. And like they just leave you in that room and people be in there like yes.
Somebody would definitely say something. Yeah, that's.
I would have thought so, but I mean, for it to have gone this long of a time without any.
It was weird how they kept trying to make you think that in the video she said "help me."
Yeah, like
it was her friend's fault or some weird stuff. People did so much of
their own research on that. Like I was going crazy with my research on that. Like finding every video I could find. That was definitely
unfortunate.
I don't know. I think she in the witness protection program, so I'm gonna just pray. I think she there for real. I think it's just another one of them things.
Think so?
I do. You think? I really do. It just seems just too much of a distraction.
Too crazy.
Well, I mean, some will definitely pop up if that kind of stuff doesn't stay in the dark too long. So if there is some underlying type shit, it'll come up. It'll definitely come up eventually because that's how that stuff works. But I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, 50 million will. I mean, how do you financially heal a wound of your dead child? That always bothers me. I mean, I get it, but it just I don't know.
50 million. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, y'all. Sorry.
I don't know.
That joke. No, but seriously, that you couldn't.
Yeah. But that's what's up. We got. Is there any good news we can finish out on? Now I'm low key depressed. Like damn.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. That's cool. I mean, we needed to know.
Some good news. Well, Idris Elba fans. I guess he recently sat down, had an interview, and they asked him about the whole Me Too movement and whether or not he feels like it's difficult to be a man in Hollywood right now with all the headhunting going around. He said basically it's only difficult if you're a man with something to hide. So if they acting shady, then they probably did something basically. So he ain't worried. That's good.
No doubt. It just posted. I don't know if you ladies follow him on Instagram, but he posts some real like good positive messages sometimes, some self-motivation messages that pops up on my timeline every now and again, man. Yeah,
I think real motivated.
So all right, so thanks, Tiff. We're gonna get into a quick little break. When we come back, we're gonna give the mic to Jessica and let her do her thing. She has brought two wonderful guests here that's been chopping it up with us thus far. We're taking it to Cincinnati right now with the homeboy Zales. Came here a couple of weeks back, man, for the Artist Spotlight for Fleet DJs, man. You already know. He's doing some big things out there in the Natty. The song is called Over Here. He's got another one called Skate. That is definitely how I just happen to be a favorite of Over Here. So we're going to rock that, all right? We'll be back, man. It's Breaking Ground Radio. Y'all don't go nowhere.
We ain't playing in our town. If you didn't know me, then pussy, you don't know me now. What's bands over here? I'm the man over here. Walker playing over here. We got bands over here. Bring the bands over here. We ain't playing over here. I'm the man over here. We got bands over here. Bring the bands over here. I'm the man over here. Walker playing over here. We got bands over here. Bring them bands over here. We them mans over here. We ain't playing over here. We ain't playing over here. Y'all know I got next. I'ma stun on my ex.
cause you know I'm a king, and it never been checked. Thank God I'm blessed. Yo, I'm about to run up a bag. Yeah, I'm covered in shots. So fuck off a nigga, I ain't giving no pass. Riding in the city on them sixes. I'm on them sixes. Why these bitches always in my business? Get out. I'm always on some pimpin' shit, some different shit. Fuck a bitch, then I get missing. That's magician day. I swear to God, my bank account so overloaded. I be swag saucing and I can't control it. I be ballin' hard and they never notice. Man, these niggas got their focus on bands over here. I'm the man over here. Booker playing over here. We got bands over here. Bring his hands over here. We ain't playing over here. I'm the man over here. We got bands over here. Bring the bands over here. I'm the man over here. Booker playing over here. We got bands over here. Bring them hands over here. We them lands over here. We ain't playing over here. We ain't playing over here. Y'all be playing over there. I'm the man over here. I got bands over here. For real. Understand it's over here. Yo, girl tryna act shy, but she a fan over here. She don't twerk that ass out the window, that's the best friend over there. Throw that ass out the window. Do it like you don't remember. Call Dre for the movie. We gon' do it for the camera. We gon' do it on the FaceTime. Won't you fuck a nigga 8 times? Say you don't fuck new niggas. Well, I heard through the grapevine. Pull up to your block like where's poppin' at? You try to press down that hole, we stoppin' that. We startin' new swag, so ain't no copycat. If you know about them business, just got bands over here. I'm the man over here. Booker playing over here. We got bands over here. Bring his hands over here. We ain't playing over here. I'm the man over here. We got bands over here. Bring the bands over here. I'm the man over here. Booker playing over here. We got bands over here. Bring them hands over here. We them lands over here. We ain't playing over here. We ain't playing over here.
Shout out to homie Zales, Cincinnati Stand Up. Song's called Over Here. Make sure you go check them out at It's Zales World on IG. We're going to get into one of Jessica's favorite by the homie Roman called To Know Love. Look, she's ready. Big shout out Roman Call, man. He pulled up at one of the brew. Didn't he do one? Oh, was it Voodoo's? He did Voodoo's and the brew house, man. Yeah.
I hope they ain't
we gonna rock here this year, man. Shout out Roman.
It's symbolic of my bad habits, good intentions. My genuine motives going unnoticed. Am I tripping or am I just unappreciated? Great at being average and afraid to lose, but born to win. Gotta break myself free from this noose of mental slavery that formed over years of abuse. I need clarity. Please, Father, before they bury me, bring me a lineage of winners who came to be. From she who married me, as we can see, so romantically. Hawaii under a palm tree, sweating like triathletes. It's just a ring about new humans that got the best of me. They say your father's demons will follow you like it's destiny. And in that way, I hope the apple will fall far from the tree. Cause honestly, generational curses are hard to break free. Just picture the devil stalking your blood to curse your family tree. Insanity is what it would be if these things should repeat. Just wanna have a family, no love and true stability. Bring healing to me. Cause I've been under the impression that it's love that I've been needing, but it's love I've been afraid to receive. But seeing Mariah in a lot of my dreams had me thinking maybe she could be the piece that I need. Foolish of me, or am I trying to rush a good thing? Needing love like LL, but it's like I'm taking L's. Had Candace for a while, but my fear bring it to fail. Hard to tell. Am I running from it all like Dave Chappelle? Live in love, die for love, rather this than a 50 mil. Maybe the places I've been looking, they can do some.
Tell me what it feels like to be loved.
Tell me what it feels like to be loved.
I just wanna be loved.
Cause I just wanna be loved. So if push come to shove, I mean I'll die just to know what love is. Tell me what it feels like to be loved. Cause I just wanna be loved. So if push come to shove, I'll die just to know what love is. Love ain't what they say it is. Ain't just hugging and kissing, it's way deeper, fam. This is for the homegirl that I know that be selling her body. Some will call her a hoe. I just know she's surviving. Need money to get a crib, so I don't judge how she living. Give her hugs when I see her, remind her life to get better. She got kids, so she tasting cheddar in the worst way. I asked God how she like that in the first place. He said cause she don't know love, ain't never met me. Both of her parents got cancer, a situation deep. I wanna help her, but man, I can barely help me. Getting evicted on Monday, she talked to me, I'm her relief. She say her baby daddy crazy, she be getting beat. I feel for her, part of me wanna intervene, but if I do, she'll probably want me in her jeans. And all that's gonna do is make her feel like I love her. Cause it's never love what goes on under them covers. So I'm praying for you cause you trying to find your way. The lost souls of my generation, searching for peace. God is love, just so you know you got your answer for me.
Tell me what it feels like to be loved.
Tell me what it feels like to be loved.
I just wanna be loved.
Cause I just wanna be loved. So if push come to shove, I mean I'll die just to know what love is. Tell me what it feels like to be loved. Cause I just wanna be loved. So if push come to shove, I'll die just to know what love is.
I gotta know what it feels like to be loved. Cause I just wanna be loved and I've been waiting so it push come to shove. I gotta know what love is.
Yeah. Breaking Ground Radio, local and mainstream collab, man. We already know, man. We changing the indie culture in a major way. We are here. DJ Swan Thing, Tiffany L. Just do it in the building on this almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas
show, man. Yeah. So appreciate everybody that is rocking with us via YouTube or WTMHradio.com. Remember, we are here every single Thursday, 6 to 8, right here. It's going down. So we're going to hand this off to Jessica. Let her rock. She got a few people. Just a little backstory. If y'all been following us for quite a while, Jessica. I don't want to keep saying she's the newest, but she's been rocking with us from if you ask me 614 here for a little bit, and so she's we're teaching her how to break ground. You know what I mean? She's breaking ground now.
Yeah, they're trying to make me mainstream, and I'm so local.
No, definitely not. I'm just joking. But Jess, so take it away, girls. How are you?
Well, so first we got Sierra Shanks. Yes. So you guys, I have known Sierra for a year now.
Yes,
right?
a year.
We crossed paths too. If you ask me, 614. She has been so incredible, very encouraging. You guys, her spirit, it travels through the internet, and I swear it connects to me. And the most random days, she'll post something that just speaks right to me. And one of the days, I was having one of the worst days, I would say, of my life, when you posted me on the mental health.
Yeah.
And I was literally crashing, and I was like, I said that.
You said
myself. And she's so good at just reminding people of their strengths. So you are just amazing. I appreciate you coming.
I feel the same about you, Jessica.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, my ring is going off. Well, so I believe in getting deep.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get too deep. We already did that. We don't gotta go down who your parents are and all that.
Too.
But can you just tell me where you are from?
Yes. And so I always say Ohio's home, Columbus is home. I'm originally from Kentucky. We moved here when I was about 6 years old, and then we left again when I was about 10, and we lived in Tennessee and Virginia, spent some time in Alabama. So I've been around, but Columbus is definitely home for me.
What high school did you graduate from?
So I went to Independence for a year. I actually started high school in Richmond, Virginia, came to Independence, but I graduated from Gahanna Lincoln.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was called Meadowbrook. You've heard of Meadowbrook? You've heard of Meadowbrook? Are you from Richmond? Yeah. I'm trying to go back for my birthday. Yeah.
It's not necessarily my destination vacation.
Right. I haven't seen people in such a long time.
Yeah, I went to Douglas Freeman.
Okay. See, all this good juju in common. That's so rare.
It is. It really is rare. But
we don't find it here anyway.
Yeah, for real. So your story is very unique because what do you do for your regular living?
Oh gosh. Okay. So what I do for an income, I've worked with a serial entrepreneur. So my mentor is a serial entrepreneur. She's in real estate. She's an investor. And we've worked on a lot of different investment projects. And so right now I'm at a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center is one of her investment projects. And so I'm there now. I just started back full time, which is difficult because I'm used to being, you know, being an entrepreneur, making my own schedule, being on my own time, working as an independent contractor. But so that's what I do to make my money. At the same time, I'm learning a lot of business structure there too. Yeah. And so I try not to complain about it too much because it's just a part of the journey. Yeah. So that's what I do for a living. That's what I do for to pay my bills.
Can you explain what New Generation Kids is?
Yes. So New Generation Kids is a business that I started. What we do is we provide educational resources, that's literature, that's events, that's tutoring, that's childcare, to the Columbus community, and disadvantaged families. I'm trying to teach, like we had a litter pickup event, just trying to teach people about how litter brings down our property value. We need to take care of our communities. We have a social dining and etiquette experience every year. So we bring youth together in a formal setting and we talk to them about bullying. We talk to them about communication, how to communicate your feelings, things of that nature. And so that's what we do with New Generation Kids. I have a book coming out. It was supposed to come out in December, but I had this great illustrator contact me who wanted to update the illustration. So it's going to come out in March. It's called Apples and Oranges. I'm so excited. And did I send it to you?
Yes.
Okay. And so it's coming out. It's an economic vocabulary book. And so pretty much New Generation Kids, I'm all about wellness. I'm all about letting my people know that we can really live to our fullest potential and showing them what that full potential is. And so I started in early education in 2012. I never ever thought I would ever be working with kids, but I've always had a passion to see my community come higher. And so it really does start with that early education. And so now I'm just trying to pump all of as much information as I can to youth. And so the economic vocabulary book series is my baby right now.
It's so awesome too.
Super dope.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
It's a really it was a pretty book already.
I really did it. I loved the way I used some of my students, I call them young scholars, for the photo shoot. And I loved their facial expressions. But when I sat down with the illustrator, he is so dope. I was like, okay, I have to. And so I'm going to keep the students' names so they can still relate to, hey, this is my book. That's me. That's my character. But I had to change it. You'll see. You'll see. You'll like it.
I'm excited. So do you have a date yet for the etiquette? Is it in spring?
It's going to be February. It's going to be the weekend of Valentine's Day. So if you want to have a date, you can drop your children off. It's going to be at Driving Park. We only have 25 spots. It filled up really fast last year. And I'm going to try to keep it small this year just so we can stay organized. Only our second year. But it's going to be the weekend of Valentine's Day in February.
Okay.
And it's free. All of my events are free. Everything's free.
So one of the things that I love that you do is you truly tap into the resources around the community. Like you are in the main library. You do tons of stuff in the main library.
Right.
You art museum. Yeah, like it's like you live there, which is a great thing. And I think that's so important that people do use those resources and not be afraid. Like when we had Bridget Bandy on the show. Shout out to her.
Shout out Bridget Bandy.
She was, we were talking about just getting on the bus. Simple things like it's no shame to get on the bus.
Listen, I'm on the bus right now. I totaled my car like probably a year ago, and I've been saving up cash so that I'm gonna have a car next month. I'm so excited. But you have to do what you have to do. I get up at the butt crack of dawn with my tripod. I might take a luggage bag. My daughter might take her lunch bag, and we hop on that bus. And we make our way to, you just got to do what you got to do to get where you want to go. So.
I want to tag on that just a little because I definitely understand that. I mean, I didn't have a car until I was way over to my 20s. I busted my whole damn life. But I'm going to tell you one thing. It teaches you how to appreciate a lot of, like when you do stuff like that and you watch everybody else do these things you wish you had. When you get it, like the appreciation for it is so much Like I will give anybody a ride now because you understand.
Yeah.
You get how frustrating it can be waiting on the bus. You know,
missing the bus,
or missing the bus,
running after the bus.
The bus is full as fuck, and you like, dog, I can't even find a seat, or somebody's being rude. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not. Some days it's okay. You get on it and maybe you can daydream a little bit.
Get work done. I'll sit in the rest of the
right. So there are some.
They got Wi-Fi on the bus.
Yeah, so
they got Wi-Fi on the bus.
Now they do. They didn't.
The Coda bus. Connect.
So
checking email.
I respect that.
Thank you. At this point, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, and
sorry, Jessica.
No, thank you, because it's important. Like, we got to tell our story, and I feel like people get so ashamed to talk about where they come from or their struggles, and we're all constantly struggling. And one of the things you do is like Mindful Monday.
Yeah, I have to get back to it.
Yes, but you're very consistent, and lately, your consistency has been like extreme, and I have seen your like followers like almost triple.
Yes, you have to stay. It is important that you stay consistent, and then you have to tap into those tools to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because it really is a business. If you're gonna try to enter into this media and enter into this influencer or all the different names for what everybody's doing right now, you have to use your tools. You have to use the hashtags and all of that, but. I'm trying to stay consistent, especially with this book coming out. I'm trying to get to as many people as I possibly can. That goes back to with you saying using your resources and connecting. I'm at the main library, but as soon as I hear somebody say anything that I resonate with, it's like, oh, hey, you have to be friendly. You have to talk to people, and you have to be genuine at the same time. And so I'm always like, hey, well, what is it that you do? And what does your department do? And just always trying to learn from people. So
we're always learning. You don't know everything. You'll never know everything.
No.
So what's Dorothy Jean Publishing?
Dorothy Jean Publishing. Okay, D'Angelo Griggs is a dope indie folk writer, and he started a publishing company called Dorothy Jean Publishing. I mean, he's an artist. He's just amazing. He wrote a book called, oh my gosh, it's a memoir. It's called Falling into Faith. And it's the story of how he found out that he had leukemia when he was in South Africa. It's an amazing story. And so I connected with Dorothy Jean years ago. And he's into wellness as well. We're in the same avenue. And so we came up with a gratitude journal together, which is, every day you write 5 things that you're grateful for and you're thankful for. And so I'm going to be publishing my book through Dorothy Jean Publishing. Yeah, so we have great things going. I have this serial entrepreneur. Like, I want to get into apps. I want to get into literature. I want to get into media. And so I'm trying to get a meditation app. Everything's always like mental. I'm writing things down because I know you have to pace things out. Don't ever want to jump into anything and rush into anything and let it crash. I'm all about policies and procedures. But I'm excited for all that Dorothy Jean has going on too. So I try to have my hand into everything.
How can they get gratitude?
Gratitude journals, you can visit DorothyJeanPublishing.com and purchase your gratitude journal there. If you see me out, I usually have a couple gratitude journals on me. You can stop me and get the gratitude journal. I don't have any today, but I typically do. So, yeah. And the link is also on Dorothy Jean's, Instagram. So you can go there, follow Dorothy Jean Publishing, DJP.
So you did a post the other day about acupuncture.
Yes.
What happened? Can we talk about?
Yes.
What is your experience with acupuncture?
Okay, and so as I shared before, I work at a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center, which has been a huge, paradigm shift for me. But one of the services that we offer is acupuncture, and so the nurse practitioner, he just got his acupuncture license. We always had a doctor come in and do it. And so he's like, oh, if you want acupuncture, I'll do it right now. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I've always wanted to do acupuncture. They have a place in Clintonville. I've always used to pass all the time. I said, I'm going to go in there. So I did it. And so it's called auricular acupuncture. It's just in your ear. You get pierced 5 times. And so, yeah, that was my experience. It has a lot of benefits. But there are benefits that I believe happen over time. Calming you down is good for your blood flow. And so it actually reduces your chance of heart disease. And so I think, it's something that people should definitely look into. But you gotta go in there relaxed because it can hurt if it can. No, it really does.
She said it was in her ear. I was like,
no, because when he's putting it in there, my problem is I'm a kid, so like I'm laughing, like he's trying to put it in there. I'm like, okay, hold on, wait a second. And so he's like, girl, so he's probably just like sticking them in so he could be done and go on to the next person. But next time I'm trying to go in there calm and relax. And so over time, it started to hurt because I feel like how much I moved. One fell out. I was doing the most, but I'm gonna keep doing it and see if I'm gonna get back to you to see if I get any benefits from it.
Yeah,
because I need all the benefits.
Well, you and your yoga with your daughter inspired me to start doing it a little bit, and now I'm fully yoga, meditation, daily. That's where my consistency lies. I need to get my business serial entrepreneur.
And it's just like because I'll be like, I'm gonna do this really fast, like, and then everything it's like I always want to share stuff. I know Oprah always is like, I just wanted to share. I love to create, and so it's like, oh, he's gonna do acupuncture. Oh, I'm gonna turn this into let's talk acupuncture because I want people to think about those things. The African American community, we don't think about these things that. That I have this opportunity to be around. I didn't walk into an acupuncture place, but I had the opportunity to experience acupuncture for free. And so I want to share that with other people and hopefully they'll look into doing it as well. So I'm all about giving out the information that I get, which is really where New Generation Kids started. I had my daughter when I was 19 years old. I found out I was pregnant right out of high school. And so I started New Generation Moms 8 years ago, and it slowly progressed into New Generation Kids and what we're doing now. So,
and speaking of New Generation Kids, you mentioned that all the events are free. Do you have sponsors or?
So and that's the crazy thing because this year I've really been able to connect with people, and they're like, I wanna help. And so really I offer tutoring for $10. I do childcare for $10, and all the money that I get in, I just put into it. So not as of now, no, I haven't had any sponsors. I refuse to go the nonprofit way. I truly believe like nonprofits should be created when you have a for-profit that is banking, but nonprofits are so difficult to run and have other people run because it takes so much time and
like you have for grants and stuff. Is that what you're
yes
talking about?
And so it's hard to find a for-profit grant. Like I was talking to someone I met yesterday at the library, and it's like, oh, all of our grants are nonprofit. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to stay a for-profit so that I can build a business and decide what I do with my money. But like with a nonprofit, you automatically have to have 5 people on your board. And we all know how hard it is to get 2 people on your team. So I was just like, no, one day I would love to have a nonprofit under my for-profit, but so right now everything's out of my pocket and from volunteers because I really do have an amazing support system.
Well, the last thing I want to just talk about, because it's New Year getting ready to come, we're all getting ready to gear up to start amping up the African American male wellness walk.
I'm on their board. I'm on their board now.
Mr. Luke, if you are listening, call me, sir. What is going on? You were supposed to call me last week.
I love them. I have all their events on my website. So they have their Cooking with Dads coming up and I think in April, and they had a financial literacy event that I got to go to and advertise my book at, and so they are amping up I'm not gonna say every month, but they have an event like almost every month next year, so I'm really excited to be a part of that. They're really amazing.
She had a table last year and she had seeds, guys. It was so cute. So even though it was raining and
you did come, you were real one.
Oh, my shoes were done,
and you were out there in the rain, ready to run.
I'm like, where's the run at? They started running and they kept canceling it, and the lightning, and then we had to leave.
Oh, the fire department shut it down. We were out there though.
I was so mad that they started, and I didn't realize that they had started. I was gonna run in that rain. I was ready to go. I had rain in places,
and there are different cities now. I said I was going to travel with them.
Atlanta, right places. But so see, you had the seeds, and showing the kids to grow, and that's just so important. I'm so into gardening because you know you really do need to see that transformation. You get buried to grow.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know,
He's so deep. He's so deep.
I love it. I just, if I wasn't, sometimes I'm too deep. Like, let's get out this head of mine. You guys have any questions for her? Sierra's
no,
so
she
awesome.
said so many cool things.
Yeah,
I actually just was like, I'm gonna talk with her later.
Yeah, you have to go back.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah, you don't make me cry. I'm sensitive.
But it just, well, I mean, it really just, it just goes back to what we say all the time is, I mean, there's so much talent in this city. It's not always musical talent. There's so much stuff that other people are doing to contribute to the city or to the culture or to the community. And it is as important to put them on Front Street, especially, you know, when they're younger or young or not necessarily age, but, you know, into what they're doing. Because there's a lot of older folks that's been doing it for a while that are willing to reach back and help, you know, those who have that same type of vision. It's just about, you know, of course, who you know, and that's why networking is so important. And then everything like that. I mean, we've been blessed to have Dr. Marcella in here who does internships at her business, and Monda Irvin, who's an entrepreneur, and a couple of other folks, just to drop a few names, who are older in the culture and have no problem with doing that. You know, we say, okay, that's what they're trying to do. You know, at least let me give them some advice, if nothing else. You know, maybe a tidbit or a nugget they can use. So no, I don't have any. I applaud what you're doing.
Thank you.
Nothing but success to you.
Thank you.
And we want to be. We want to make sure that we are continue to support.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Jess.
We have a song real quick?
Yeah, you ready for break?
Yeah, let's do a quick little song, and then I'll come back. We'll talk about this weekend's events, and then we'll get into Trey Narco.
All right, sounds good.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Come chill with me. It's Trey Fontaine. I think this is a dope song for right now, man. We're getting in here. Shout out Trey Fontaine. Chill with me. Breaking Ground Radio. I don't go nowhere, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. I was never into rigmarole. I just give and I go, make libations and blessings. I'm privileged enough to live to know. Get to know this real shit being distributed. Worry not about the messenger to which the gems attributed. Back to the basics. We came up from the basement. Never been one for compliance, so it's hard to be complacent. Niggas, I swear they killing me. No clue where they case went. Getting closer to God to find out with spacemen. A Spartan with a sharp spear and a shine shield. Or respect our soldier, how I navigate this minefield. There's a war going on inside. Consequently, we suffer outwardly from what we choose to hide. Everybody imbibe to speak your heart, my nigga, real is the move. Transparency transfers the energy of truth. Say you see the path, and I advise you not to neglect it. Manifested from one source, we all interconnected. So relax, chill with me, dog. Crack a shell, crack a roll. Come build with me, dog. No fake, no flaw. All real with me, dog. I'm just trying to plant these seeds. Hit the field with me, dog. Relax, chill with me, love. Crack a shell, crack a roll. Come build with me, love. No fake, no flaw. All real with me, love. I'm just trying to plant these seeds. Hit the field with me, love. Relax, coast. Come overdose on this dope while these niggas doing the most. Let's to learn from they lyrics, just a catchy jingle. A project barely stand afloat on top of a single. This ain't that. This piece in the abstract, pulling tricks on my mad hat. Kicking the trap back, tearing down the walls of the maze around these lab rats. Shed the cool, but I ain't checking for more. Victory beyond flesh, what I'm wrestling for. A flawless reign, embracing this Mayweather more. Mining diamonds from my misfortune, but what you think the pressure for? I'm digging deeper, I'm climbing steeper. Made it through way too much hell to be a non-believer. I'm blessed. You'll find favor in the moment when you living in it. Live with discipline, not limit. You'll see the benefit. I'm trying to put you on this good game. Hop in the whip and hit this backwood while I maneuver wood's grain. Maintain, relax, chill with me, dog. Crack a shell, crack a roll. Come build with me, dog. No fake, no flaw. All real with me, dog. I'm just trying to plant these seeds. Hit the field with me, dog. Relax, chill with me, love. Crack a shell, crack a roll. Come build with me, love. No fake, no flaw. All real with me, love. I'm just trying to plant these seeds. Hit the field with me, love.
whoa, 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 oh my, whoa, 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 oh my. I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 and the 40. If he want beef, I'm shooting shit like Robert Horry. Bad yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me. You niggas talking bands, I'm worth a couple $100,000. Have some bitches bought me, man, they know I stay styling. You niggas talking beef, then my young niggas wildin'. Hopping out the bushes with the motherfucking choppers. All in Saks Fifth, spending money, I ain't browsing. Yeah, I fucked your bitch, your pussy wetter than the floor. I throw it on the scale, cause I got too much to count it. And I sell bills, bitch, I copped it from the mountains. All I ever wanted was the money and the power. Then one day, cuz turned me on the powder. In the middle of the hood, trapping in Balenciagas. I'ma look good just in case the fans watching. Whoa, 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 oh my, whoa, 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 oh my. I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 and the 40. If he want beef, I'm shooting shit like Robert Horry. Bad yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me. Young hood nigga, man, I got it off the muscle. When I pull up 100,000 in a duffel. We don't do mail, so I tell the plug to truck 'em. And when them chickens come, you know a nigga gon' pluck 'em. Your baby mama on me, and you know I'm gon' fuck her. But you gon' take her back and cuff her, nigga, you a sucker. Fam like the gang, I don't know them niggas tougher on that murder shit, make a nigga mama suffer. Whoa, nah, hey, nah, pipe down. Blue flags, red flags, pipe side. Whoa, nah, hey, nah, pipe down. Cut the lights on and the lights out. Whoa, 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 oh my, whoa, 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 oh my. I got it out the mud and nobody did it for me. Young nigga trapping, got the 30 and the 40. If he want beef, I'm shooting shit like Robert Horry. Bad yellow bitch, she gon' bust it open for me.
Breaking Around Radio with Local and Mainstream Collab, man. We are back at it. We in the spot here. It's the Just Do It takeover. Breaking Around Radio right here, man. Just what up?
So this week, and it tends to do always, right? But we're just going to talk about where we're going to be at, where the squad is going to be.
Where we going to be?
We're going to be tonight at Rehab Tavern, 456 West Town Street.
Word.
10 p.m. I think DJ Swamp Thing might have something to do with that. No? No? Well, why are you promoting it like you do?
Maybe just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, if Blayton's on there, then I'll probably,
you know, the Blatant official DJ over there. He's shining and stuff. But Deuce gonna be there. Tree Mandela. I'm excited to see him. I don't think I've ever seen him perform.
Yeah, he definitely brings the energy. He's like a he definitely brings the energy.
Yeah. Do I say her name right? I don't. Ibri. I never say it right. I'm like, yeah, girl. Sorry, girl. And Bardo.
Of course.
The boss.
Mr. Perspective himself.
Yes. Yeah, Bardo is an intense soul.
And it's free 99.
Free 99. Pull up. Also, you can pull up at 1205 North High Street, which is very close to Scully's for Where's the Ox with
shout out B Square.
Y'all know B Square the DJ.
Right.
B Square is the official DJ now for Black Friday. Yeah, and that's gonna be starting next month. He's official DJ. But Black Friday, if you guys don't have anything to do tomorrow between 5 to 9 is Friday.
Did you always have music there or no?
It was so next month Black Friday is taking on a whole new revamp. Okay. So I'm having performers. I'm having little spoken word. It's going to be way bigger opportunity for the vendors to have a business, to have a network that they can continue to grow in. Getting a few little people involved around the city, financial advisors. You're going to have all types of opportunity. But tomorrow is Black Friday. So you want to pull up at Taste the Trinity, which is 2600 South Hamilton Road, 5 to 9 p.m. There are tons of drink specials, food specials. I'm not even going to lie. This month, I was just like, look, if you want to set up, you're a vendor, come through. I know you. It's free. I opened it up. So I don't even know how many people coming through. I know it's at least 12. We have at least 12, everything from baked goods. Of course, my social club is going to be set up, Mahogany Divas. Shout out to them. We have pictures. PYT DMC, she's coming through. She has pins. If you guys have ever seen me wear like my jean jackets, I wear tons of like Chanel and Louis Vuitton pins that I get from her. Super dope. Super dope. Yeah, glasses. Every t-shirt, like I'm trying to get everybody to come out with their t-shirts. Like we got all types of t-shirt folks. Who was another person? A massage therapist is coming through. And again, you will have access to the official financial advisor for the Black Friday event. So he's coming through, Mr. Lance Fields, and he'll be there just to meet and greet, pass out just his information. But starting next month, if you do choose to be a vendor, you will receive a sit down with a financial advisor. You're going to get banners, you're going to get flyers, you're going to get business cards, you'll get a network, you'll get better promotion. So it's going to be a whole new network.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow. And then on Saturday, Diggy's having a pop-up shop. So she is, well, not Diggy, I'm sorry. Is that, what's her name?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Diggy?
Yeah, they're all in it. Yeah.
I don't like to say it wrong, but y'all know I can't remember names. I used to smoke too much fun stuff. I don't do that.
Yeah, it's a day party, and then it starts at 1.
Yes, day party, 1 p.m. B Square, I do believe, is the official DJ for that as well. It's called Local Dope at Voodoo. And if you guys notice lately, I'm trying to push the mindfulness. Yeah. So, you know, I love to turn up on Saturday night, but can you get up for church in the morning? No, you can't. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying you even got to be believing in nothing, but can you get up the next day? No. So we're going to do this day party, and we're going to go home and go to sleep. Because on Sunday morning, you need to pull up at my Y. The Woodland Y for I Am Church is having a free toy giveaway. So that, I believe it starts at 10 a.m. The toy drive does. So come through, get your kids some toys, stay for church at 10:30. Awesome pastor, awesome community. We are building something very, very great in the Mount Vernon G-Way area, so you know that whole long
just plugging
street.
All your stuff.
Oh, y'all know we coming.
Plugging it all
We're coming. I'm coming for y'all.
Go ahead.
The whole city, like, and that's central for real. Like, I really don't believe that's east side, north side, west side, south side. That's central. That's somewhere everybody can pop on the highway and get to in 15 minutes. So come on down.
All right.
You know,
well, that's what's up.
But let's get into
the next guest.
Trey Narco.
Let's get it.
What is it? The 7-foot rapper?
I guess so. If that's what you want to say.
Okay.
Are you up
they
there?
Randomly got a person that just calls himself 7-foot rapper. I used to listen to him like 3 years ago. He still rap though, but his name's 7-foot rapper.
Are you up there?
I'm 7 foot.
7.
I think I am, but I haven't been measured since college. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Welcome to the show, big dog.
For sure.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Of course. Let's go, Jess.
Yeah, so I'm nosy.
What you want to know?
And I'm not going to get, too because we don't have a lot of time. But
for sure.
Where are you from? Tell the people.
Originally born in Northwest Ohio, up by Tiffin.
Mm-hmm.
My mom had me at Ohio State. You feel me? So just been here in Columbus forever, but nobody in my family lives here. It's just me.
Okay.
I live in Columbus. All the rest of my family lives up near Toledo area.
Okay.
Everybody.
Well, they're not far. So
unless they either there or they in Mexico or something. Just somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I would say like the south side or the east side of Columbus.
Oh,
that's just where I've been most of the time. But
so you married Brismus for real?
Married Brismus.
Okay.
On gang.
So you have to shout out your schools. What schools did you go to in the city?
I went to Harvest Prep my first year of high school, freshman year, and I went to Eastmoor famously, and then I graduated from a school in New Orleans called Helen Cox.
Okay.
Yeah, for my senior year.
And that was crazy. I didn't even know.
What year was that?
That was my senior year. My great grandmother had Alzheimer's my junior year summer, and I kind of left before the junior year was over. And then I stayed there to help her out, like help her around the house. Everybody's working and stuff except me. I was the only person who was old enough and could do some things. You feel me? So I went down there, helped her out, and like I was going to church with them. And then the principal from the high school I ended up going to was singing in the choir. And she saw me and was like, "Well, you're tall. We have another tall person at the school who he was the #1 player in the nation at that time. He still plays in the NBA to this day, Greg Monroe." And she was like, "You need to meet Greg." So I went and met Greg. He cool. Feel me? Sometimes people with a lot of that publicity aren't cool, or even if just getting publicity here in the city, if you want to dispatch, you might not be cool. Bro was on ESPN, and he was way cooler than people that I've known my whole life.
Right.
So from there, we went and played AAU with different tournaments. We played in the Bronx. We played in Cali, and then he was like, "Dang, if you come here, bro, we might finally win the state title."
Yeah.
And like my grandma was sick, and like at Eastmoor, I was getting letters and I wasn't getting offers. I was having bad grades.
Right.
And I was only getting low major offers.
Right.
I didn't want to go to no MAC school.
Right.
I didn't want to go to school in Ohio at all.
Right.
So I moved, and it was the best thing that happened to me. When I lived in New Orleans, I was in 2 movies.
Where's Cox? Is that in Metairie or
Nah, it's in the West Bank. It's in Harvey.
It's in Harvey.
Right on Lapalco.
Okay. I don't know. I only lived on the West Bank after Katrina.
Okay.
I'm from New Orleans too.
Okay.
But that's why I was like, where's Concept? But so I'm not as familiar with the West Bank as I am.
Matter of fact, it's a new school too, because it wasn't a high school before Katrina. After Katrina, it became a high school.
Well, there you go. That explains it. Okay. All right. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a cool story.
Crazy right there.
We went to high school together, and I didn't remember you not being there just because I feel like nobody was ever there.
Everybody be like, "Dang, senior year." I'm like, I wasn't there though. You know what I mean? The only people that really notice is the basketball team.
Yeah.
They know I wasn't there for sure.
But we weren't.
Everybody else kind of just be like, "You graduated from Eastmoor, right?"
Yeah.
Like, nah, I didn't.
We didn't go to school at Eastmoor though. Nobody went to actual
vibe,
we just that's why he was like bad grades.
He was just
I'm like,
vibing.
no one had good grades.
Just to go. Huh?
Yeah.
Eastmoor was popping.
Yeah. We get credit recovery. Thank you, God.
Yeah, credit recovery is a great tool. Shout out Gene Harris.
Yes, and thank you for the fill-ins because I was not there. Shoot, for real. I know why somebody did time. Thank you. Okay, so what made you make the transition? Do you still play ball?
I haven't played basketball in the whole year. Sounds crazy to voice that, but yeah, I haven't played basketball in the whole year.
Okay.
Like competitively for money or nothing. I've been coaching kids and things like that. So that's still a part of me, like coaching. But for me to play basketball and not get paid for it, I don't want to do that after getting paid. Even though I do love the game. I was playing for fun when I got out of college. And was playing just for fun, you know what I mean? Right before I was trying to sign a G League contract, and I ended up breaking my arm. And I was over there right by where he's talking about. So I went to the East Care Point Center or whatever it's called. And luckily I was playing basketball right there.
Oh, wow.
Because I literally broke the fuck out of my arm. It was broke.
Wow.
Like, my shit was like, it's still a metal plate and scars and like a pin, like 20 pins. I don't know. To explain basketball is like a person pump faked. I heard somebody say, "Beat that shit, Trey." Like I was just gonna go block the shot. Right. You feel me? I heard somebody say, "Go block it." Went out of my way to go block it. The person pump faked and kind of just like dug down, and I guess it's called tabletop. So I went over him and I just like, put my arm down, and I literally just heard my arm snap.
That's nasty.
And this isn't like, oh, the last game of the day we played 20. Like this is check ball. They check ball. They missed the shot. We missed the shot. The third time down the court for the first game of the whole hoop session. Niggas still walking up. Niggas stretching.
Right.
And I'm on the ground hurting. Niggas is like, get up, bro. Like, what you doing, bro? Get up. I'm like, hold on, wait, nah, my shit broke. Like, for real, like, my shit broke. Like, somebody get my keys. Like, my shit broke. And luckily, my bro Tyhan, he my OG, you feel me? Like, everybody else was kind of just looking at me like I was bitching. And I really wasn't bitching. I was just so in shock because, like I said, I just got out of college and I'm in the best shape of my life. And I'm about to go try out for the G League or something like that. You feel me? So for me to break my arm at that point, it was like, damn, I never thought I would get hurt. Even though I'm hella skinny, I never broke a bone. You feel me? So I'm just like, damn, I just broke a bone. But luckily I'm left-handed, so it didn't really affect everything. It just took a year to recover. And then also, like I said, I'm skinny, so I had to get used to hitting again and shit like that. So after I broke my arm, you know what I mean? I don't know. I broke my arm. I've always loved music. Before, I didn't like my voice. I would record songs all the time on my MacBook in high school. Didn't like my voice. Never let nobody hear them. My 2K had broke last summer, or maybe, last summer. 2K broke. Me and my homeboy like, damn, it's not shit to do. I love Chopped and Screwed music. I love 8Ball and MJG. Yes. Love DJ Screw, even though I'm from here.
Always.
So like, when my 2K broke, I'm like, damn, let me download a random app from my MacBook and let me try to make my own Chopped and Screwed shit. I'm hitting up Chop Stars DJ. I'm like, bro, you need to chop and screw this. You feel me? There's so many people hitting him, he not hitting me back. I'm like, damn, nobody else does chop and screw shit here and nowhere near here that I know of. So I'm gonna do that shit. Try to do it. I don't have a lot of patience. I'm trying to learn how to have it and gain it throughout time. It's hard. Didn't have patience when I first started doing it. I'm like, damn, it's not going right. So then I like, damn, I still got GarageBand. Let me try to make a beat or see how I sound with my iPod headphones. Somebody said I sounded cool. And then I just been rapping since. Good. Like, even if somebody thinks it's whack, they ain't told me that yet.
Yeah.
So if they do think it's whack, maybe they scared of me because I'm big or something. Right. But literally, I heard Soulja Boy say in an interview years ago, he said, I had one fan on MySpace. I kept making music for them. I literally feel like, besides my family, I probably really do got one fan.
Yeah.
But she hit me up all the time and be like, are you making music? Are you doing? I'm like, damn, sometimes I'm not. I'm like, for her, I'm slacking. Yeah. So she make me want to go hard for real. It's crazy. One fan.
That's important though. It does take one person. Like, that's kind of similar to just that light sometimes, like one person
believes in me because on this rap shit and then basketball. And for me, sometimes just for people, sometimes you don't have a lot of confidence, and sometimes other people can help you get that confidence. So for me, it's like I halfway got the confidence, and the other person helps me then I'm Trey Narco. And it was hard trying to find a rap name too, because I love my name.
Yeah,
I love Trayvon. R.I.P. Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin is, everybody hears my name Trayvon and they say, oh, it's just a quick joke. They're like, oh, Trayvon Martin. Yeah. I'm like, no, that's not me. You know what I mean? We spell our names different. You know what I mean? It was tragedy that happened to bro. And I'm just like, dang, I don't know if I want that to be my rap name. Like, other people are like, Kanye West is his real name or whatever. And I've always loved my real name because I love being me, whether it's corny, whether it's dope, whatever it is, I'm me. And like, I don't know, my sister gassed me up for Trey Narco one day and said, change it on your IG. And I just did. I was tired of people calling me Trayvon Flores because that's my government. You feel me? I don't like just people knowing just like I just said right here, it's cool because I played basketball and I was somewhat of a person to Google, you feel me? So people can Google me and find out whatever you want to find out.
Right.
But from my rap name, I was like, damn, low key, I want to do this. Like, I did a little poll on Twitter. Maybe it was 9 people who commented back, you feel me? But out of those 9 people, they chose Trey Narco.
Yeah, okay. I like the Narco.
Also for Trey Narco, I have narcolepsy. Like, maybe you know that because I fell asleep in class. Maybe you can think back. Like, I'm always sleeping in class. I have narcolepsy, and also, of course, Narcos is a great show.
Yeah.
And drugs. So, Trey Narco is my name. You feel me?
I appreciated you so much in high school in class because we had Spanish together, and that was the class where, first of all, that was my most hated class because I was in Spanish 2 my whole 4 years in high school. Like, legit.
I've been in Spanish 2 my whole life. Like, I don't know more than what I knew in Spanish 2 for real.
Yeah, see,
I came into college. I came into high school knowing Spanish 2 and left out knowing Spanish 2.
Yeah, no.
I didn't learn much.
But we got picked on in that class. I felt like it was you and me was like the targets in that class. I'd be like, do you remember me getting on the chair in front of old girl? You remember that?
Miss Hasselbeck?
Yes, because this girl, this tall girl was trying to. She was trying to get at me. I was like, "What
over Spanish skills?"
She crazy. She's still ratchet. Oh, okay. She a stripper and stuff. Now I ain't going. I mean, no shade to the strippers. I love her, and she know I love her too.
Gets crazy.
Eastmoor gets crazy.
Eastmoor is real uppity or whatever because it got academy in the name, but it's just a regular school.
Hell no. Eastmoor was a fashion, like.
I couldn't imagine how it is now because they wear uniforms now, but before it was if it was now with Snapchat and all the social media, it'd probably be crazy. Like,
we would be in so much trouble.
Deserves a reality show or something.
It really did. Like it was bad. But old girl was like, she would always make fun of. Like I feel like she made fun of both of us, but she would make fun of everybody, and she was like the tallest girl in the class.
I got made fun of a lot in high school.
We got made fun of, and they were like, "Duck Trayvon." I'm like, that is so rude. I used to get mad. I've always been sensitive.
Never are gonna stop. So I've really realized.
That's so funny because as someone who is like 5'4", like I would never think that somebody tall would get picked on. Like,
really?
That sounds so exciting, especially because you are in high school and you can peer over top of people. And I would think that would make you dope, like automatically. That's so funny.
That's what's crazy because in high school, I always felt like maybe my mom's friends, or if I go somewhere with my mom, like those ladies would be all over me. Mm-hmm. But if I was in high school, I wasn't hood enough. I ain't have gear or something like. Not that was the case, but maybe I wasn't hood enough. Maybe this, that, and girls was choosing everybody else for me. So I'm like, dang, the girls I want don't want me. But if I go stay long enough at my mom's job, like it's a cougar gonna be on me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's pretty crazy to say because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to be tall when I was getting tall. You know what I mean? I just wasn't ready. I was like, I still kind of want to just blend in. I wasn't trying to just stand out that much. You know, it's hella awkward like that.
Well, let's get back to the music because we could do stories. Ooh, Eastmoor I hated that place, so we don't know. I normally don't even claim it. He's lucky.
I love Eastmoor, but that's because that's the school I went to here. You know what I mean? So I gotta say hella Eastmoor shit, but
hella
because people love saying Northland, so I love saying Eastmoor.
I always say I went to Mifflin. I'm like, where'd you go, Mifflin?
That's random.
Technically Mifflin. So with the music, what is your main message that you want to get across?
Man, I just want to get across loving who you are, loving yourself, loving the moment for real, and just loving life. Mm-hmm. Everything about that.
Loving life.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song you've done so far?
The favorite song I did so far is called Guacamole. And it's not one of the 5 songs on my YouTube, but out of the songs on my YouTube, it would be These Days and Fuego, because the song Fuego, I use Moments in Love beat, which is from Art of Noise, a group.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Moments in Love has always been a beat that I could listen to always.
That's a beat that ain't gonna never die.
It's never gonna die. Never. It's always classic. You could hear it. Somebody who had never heard it could hear it and know it's tight.
I love, going back to Bone Thugs, I love when Crazy Bone rapped over that shit.
I never heard it.
You never, bro.
We gotta listen after this.
I feel lame for
and this is like 20 years ago.
Hearing it. Yeah, like I normally hear everything, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's on this. I think it's I forgot the name of the album, but it's a double album. It's a green cover.
Okay,
it's a green background and all black.
I'm gonna check that out. Another beat that I like is the Air in the Night by Phil Collins.
Oh yeah.
Meek rapped on it recently and killed it. But I love when Tupac rapped on it. Mm-hmm. Looking in my rear view, I can always listen to that song. It's one of my favorite Pac songs.
Yes, sir.
Is he giving you back a little bit of millennial love? Like he studied the craft.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
But there's a few out there.
I've loved music. I've loved music since before I was supposed to. Mm-hmm. And I love basketball since before I was supposed to. Yeah. And music and basketball goes hand in hand. And I came out in the 90s when it was going hand in hand even more. Yeah. So I love everything about that culture, everything about that. Because that culture is me.
And there's quite a few out there, people who were born, who you always say, man, I should have been born in this generation or whatever. You know, just because they, I don't know, the way that their mind is or how they soak stuff up is just more mature than others. You know, and those are people out there, and I think those are special folks because they understand. Because those are the people who understand both sides. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're just they're not focused on what's right now.
And I can't say like
where you understand where today even came from.
Yeah.
In the sense for that music, it's hard to find the common ground or to make that type of music, because I do love a boom bap and I do love a mumble rap. You feel me? So it's crazy that somebody like J. Cole basically like was meshing the two. You feel me? Was like talking about mumble rap topics in a boom bap beat or maybe a boom bap voice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that was hella dope of him to do that. And it is extremely hard to find the balance, because I hear a beat and want to rap like me, and then my niggas will listen to it and be like, I wanted you to rap like Playboi Carti.
Right.
And I'd be like, I could do that right now, you feel me? And it'd be sweet, but I don't want to do that when I get into the booth. But then it'd be like, you damn near got to.
And in all honesty and transparency, that's what I struggle with sometimes when I'm DJing, because you got a shitload of millennials that only want to hear that straight up hood or trap, mumble rap, and that's it. And then, I try to throw a little something, that still goes in, but you get the faces. Like, what the fuck is this old nigga doing?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to bring it back. But like I was saying earlier about, people with both sides, then there's some places where I throw in something from early 2000s or whatever that mix well, and they're like, oh, you know what I mean? So it just depends on the crowd. You know what I mean? It really just, we always say it depends on the crowd, but, for when you're playing with young folks like that, I think for me personally, it's more beneficial for me for the people who understand both sides. You know what I mean? Because, again, the music just didn't come out of the blue. We just didn't start doing the mumble rap. It came from somewhere, or they took a song and said, you know what, I'm gonna try it this way, and it happened to work out. You know what I mean? So, but no, man, I applaud. I definitely applaud you for that, for sure. Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
No, I'm enjoying
I would also say I just started rapping last year more seriously, as far as just wanting to rap. Like I said, I stopped playing basketball, and me stopping playing basketball wasn't because I was rapping. It was because playing basketball at this stage, you're not in the league, so it's like, damn, maybe you gotta pay hella of your own medical bills. And even in college, when medical things would come up, the college would pay for it, so you would have literally no worries. I had a full scholarship at 3 different places, so I had no worries financially or anything that came up basketball wise. Whereas nowadays, if it's me playing overseas, and even playing overseas, like you sign a contract, maybe you play bad in the first game, them niggas are sending you home that night. Flat out. They'll send you home that night. You would fuck around, get off the plane, and they'd be like thinking you was somebody else, or thinking you was gonna be more muscular or taller or this, that, and the third. They literally getting your shit ready that night. Cause you like, damn, like finding a flight ain't that easy. Like, how you get my flight? Like, you're just now telling me I'm cut and my flight's ready.
Right.
You feel me? So I've seen people get cut. I've been cut. My homeboys who should be in the league have been cut. Like everybody's been cut. At first they had me thinking it was just me. Like, damn, I'm really trash. Like, I'm not going hard enough. But my niggas who should be in the league have been cut.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's people that play that are famous city league players here that aren't playing. And there's hella leagues to play in. Yeah. There's 3 leagues in Mexico. Yeah. And if I tell you before you talked to me just now that there was leagues in Mexico, you might not believe me. You'd be like, Mexico people who play basketball, like Mexicans is playing basketball over there. Like, it sounds laughable sometimes, you know what I mean? But there are hella athletic Mexicans out there that are just from Mexico. It was surprising to me too. Like, I didn't know there was Mexicans my height that are jumping like Dwight Howard out there. Like, it's definitely surprising.
Well, how? I mean, I know, like, in our community, like, I just feel like we push athletics so hard on these kids. And it's almost like you gotta make it. And if you make it, then your family makes it. And then the whole, like, how is that transition coming from, like, being an athlete, that was, like, who you were, to now, like, you're reinventing yourself?
It's tough. And I would say, even for me, so, like, not to try to be woe is me, but damn near it's more tough for me because, like I said, when I walk in, I'm 7 foot. So even somebody that don't know basketball, could be an old white lady, might just shout out, you should play in the NBA or something. Like, that shit happened today. Like, I'm like, damn, nigga, you should be in the NFL with your big ass thing. You feel me? Like, but, like, I'm just not even a rude person or a confrontational person or a bitch or any of that shit. So I'm just saying, like, I just come at people regular, not trying to hop on it, not trying to, like, nothing, and just, I don't know. So it's very hard, you know what I mean? It is hard. For anybody that might have had a dream that didn't go their way, just life as a whole is just a hard thing. But for me, I've had things happen in my life, as I'm sure everybody else has, that you just realize that the world is still going, you know what I mean? So you be like, dang, maybe your world stopped, but like the world is still going. So it's a point where you be like, dang, I gotta keep going too.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But I mean, it is hard. Sometimes I don't even like, especially if I'm out at like Arena District and they playing the game, I can't even watch that shit.
Right. Because you just think about like, man,
I be like,
out there.
That nigga played on my team.
Right.
This nigga great. Like, just everybody, like my peers are on TV. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. Like,
I hear you.
It's crazy.
I hear you.
So it's crazy.
For the sake of time, man, go ahead and give your social media. We need to make sure you give yours too.
Yeah. Go ahead, follow me at everything at Trey Narco, TRENARCO. Hey, IG, Twitter,
all that.
Sierra, where can they find you?
So I am Naturally C on Instagram. That's with 3 E's, and then New Gen Kids Learn on Instagram is my business page.
Jessica, you brought some dope people today, man.
Yeah, and you did an excellent job, like interviewing.
You know what?
I didn't think you would.
They never watch if you ask me. So I'm gonna be honest.
First of all, I watched.
No, it's okay. No, I'm just joking with y'all. But at the end of the day, like, I love this. Like, talking to people, being around people. Like, I am fully about the people, and it does come to the point where it's like, you just have to be who you are. Like, music was in me. I've loved music, so I can't sing or I do write, but it's like at the end of the day, you just have to be who you are. And I feel like the reason I gravitated towards you two for this show first was because I know that you two are genuinely who you are. And as long as I've known you, you easily are. And even when I was like, Trayvon, your music, it's dope. But I want to hear something else. She was like, well, I got other music. And you was just like, it. And I'm like,
oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Everything I said, she said that. She like, you got way more going on than just bitches and bags and this and that. You feel me? I was like, yeah, you're right. But
no, we definitely appreciate you guys coming.
So thank you guys for letting them come.
And if this is any consolation, Lamar Odom just signed back up, and he is playing for the Philippines.
China?
So
he's
going to participate in the national championship coming up. So
I mean, they get that bag
you too can be sweet.
Yeah, get that serious bag. Like, he might be getting a
This man had like strokes, like.
Yeah, he OD'd.
Comas and almost died.
Right, this dude
yes. So,
no,
and I was like, I felt like I was Chloe, like by his bedside, like, Mama, baby, because I was a Lakers fan. Like, I mean, I am a Lakers fan, but I mean, like, I was really like, but you're a six man. Like, I need you to get your life togetger. We love you.
He got rid of that Kardashian. That's what happened. Oops.
Okay.
Why did Kardashian get rid of him?
While she throwing Kardashian, can I throw a little bit of shade? I know we got like 13 seconds. When we had talked about, if y'all remember a couple weeks ago, we brought up the whole Black China thing and how like
yes
was like,
and we got intense
and say, yeah, we did, and stating about how they thought they had something on the Kardashians about like them trying to get Black China show. So apparently canceled. So apparently that is completely true. Not that we're like debating whatever, but like they have found actual emails between Chloe and Kylie, basically them saying like, you know, she is going to be the destruction of our family, our poor brother. And it wasn't like we hate her so much. It was, this is a fake relationship. And them continuing to put on a show of a fake relationship when we know that she doesn't give a shit about my brother or our family or our name. This is just about her getting money and fame. Like, so it was dope. I thought it was, I mean, it was very protective of their family and their brand. They have built a brand, which regardless of how it started, these chicks are not playing. And to go ahead and give you the extra, Kylie Jenner tied with Jay-Z as the 5th wealthiest person and making $900 million off just her makeup. And she owns 100% of that. Her family doesn't own it. Her mom doesn't own it. She owns it herself. And she's like 19 or 20. So anybody can do anything. Go out here and get your bag and stop messing around, because Oprah was 3 and Kylie Jenner is 5. Just put that in perspective. Thanks.
Well, you guys can find me at Jess_do_it_90 on Instagram and Jessica Walls on Facebook. Merry Christmas.
And Tiffany L on Facebook, TIFFANYEL on Facebook, and Tielco, TIELCO on Instagram. My Instagram page is kind of whack, but one day someone will help me get it together. Okay? Thanks. Maybe it'll be Sierra.
Swamp Thing DJ, that's SWMP THIND. DJ, Instagram, that's where I do all my business. So I ain't gonna get my Facebook. If you happen to find me on Facebook, that's cool. And of course, Breaking Ground Radio on Facebook, Breaking Ground Radio on Instagram. Make sure you follow both pages, man. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. Thanks again to both of our guests. You know what I mean? We rocking this out every Thursday, 6 to 8. We might see you Thursday. We might not. We'll that is up for debate. But
shoot, I'll be here.
We gonna see. We definitely gonna see. But yeah. I said whether we're here or not, I'll definitely
happy holidays.
Start giving out the holidays shout outs and Merry Christmas and Christmas and Kwanzaa and all that good stuff. Peace. We'll see y'all next week. Be up.
That will be Thanksgiving.